Mondays with Colleen.
Let's try that again.
You're magic, magic. We're magic. Magic Mondays with Colleen.
Hey, energy party people. Let's get to some smudging of the space while we wait for the crowd to gather. That's right. And good morning, Yvonne. Your theme song is coming up soon. Smudging, smudging and sparking up the space. Sparking up the space will come later. Smudging the space. All right. The smudging has been brought to you by Palo Santo Wood. And this one has some mysterious numbers written on it. Yeah. Okay, so cut the music. Hey, energy party people. Welcome to another rousing episode of Magic Mondays. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm feeling. I'm feeling, as Sadie and I would say, I'm feeling this way about it. Yeah, I don't feel bad. Don't feel great. Don't feel bad. Just kind of, and maybe that's because I'm saving my energy I have a lot of sessions to do today, and it takes up an extraordinary amount of energy. And it blows me away every time. I don't know why, because I've been doing this for a long time now, but it takes up so much energy, even though I'm sitting on my ass on our couch. Yeah. Anywho, so Yvonne has checked in. Yeah. So, oh, and Blanca. Okay, we have a few. What are they called? Personalized theme songs. So, Yvonne, let's start with you. And here we go.
Yvonne is in the house. Check her out.
You know, I think I mentioned last week, I was thinking, oh, maybe I should revamp some of the theme songs, but I really like like yours, Yvonne. So it won't be yours. And let's check in and let's find here we go. Oh, Blanca, I think I sent you a message. I did send you a message the other day that I just out of the blue, I realized, oh, what's that song in the back of my head? It's this.
Blanca. Oh, Blanca.
Thank you for showing up today.
Yay!
All right. Yeah. Yeah. So welcome, ladies, and mysterious third person who I can see is watching. And mysterious third person, if you'd like to check in, you can. It's the only way you're going to get a personalized theme song. Okay. So that being said, welcome to Magic Mondays. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how I'm feeling, which is kind of weird. Yeah, and kind of thinking about what am I going to talk about today, which I don't tend to give a ton of thought to, but usually there's all kinds of things on my mind to talk about. And today it's just kind of bzzz. And I don't want to give the impression that I'm Debbie Downer. I love Debbie Downer. She's the best. Yeah, I'm kind of here. Yeah, let's just go with I'm saving my energy for, well, we're going to do some magic in a while, maybe sooner than I would usually do it. And I've got a lot of, yeah, it's like all of a sudden my work goes like this, which is great because that gives me a chance. Like when I don't have a lot of sessions scheduled, I write my book, drink, which I've tweaked a whole bunch, and today, if I get a chance, if I have the energy, I'm gonna start from the beginning and just read through it and see how it flows. Always in preparation to, that's right, someday hand it off to a professional editor. Yeah. Drink, drink, drink. Um, Yeah. So, what was I gonna say? I don't even know what I was gonna say. Take a breath. Well, I did look up the word for the week if anybody is interested. So, first of all, just a reminder, unlike me, I have a word for the year. Got real clear for me in January when I got flattened by an illness. Um, yeah, so my word for the year is compassion. And man, that's just a good word to have at the top of our lists always, because no matter how anybody presents, we're all going through something. And if maybe you're not going through a huge thing at the moment, but there's always something in the background that you're working on. We're not here to just be do 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 do. And my book drink is ways that I have found to get past, to work through the energy that comes up for me that really drags me down, and so I can get more to a do 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 place in my life. Anyway, oh, and I'm confronting, as I've bragged about, mentioned, whatever, my technology fears, and I am scheduled to start sending out regular emails um, to my client base starting March 20th because that's the first day of spring, and I figured that would be a good time. Yeah. Anyway, but so compassion, compassion, compassion. Um, and I tried to upload this picture and I just didn't have time and I kind of forgot how to technology. Even though I download pictures all the time. But anyway, what I downloaded or what I put on wow, why am I even talking about this? I'm so sorry. I'm just like running on kind of fumes. Um, but I posted this on Facebook and even Instagram, which I'm trying to learn to love a little bit. Is be quick to forgive and hesitant to react because we're all going through it. And that's really something to remember. And yeah, and that was really highlighted for me, as I mentioned, as I cried about several times last week, that man just going off on me in a dark parking lot by myself. Um, yeah, and oh, what I was gonna say is that's right. My work is like sometimes crickets and then other times it's like everybody. And this is one of those times it's everybody. So that's my indicator that like, wow, people really are going through it. In fact, somebody who works in Dave's office, her wife was assaulted in a park recently. Like, what the fuck is happening? And several people have asked me recently kind of that, like, what the fuck's happening? Like, gosh, I wish I knew, but it's been crazy. And Coop even talked about last week that on a few different occasions, like I had my one horrible thing with that man. I won't call him names right now. That man in that dark parking lot. But Coop mentioned last week how he had a few occasions of just random strangers kind of going off on him. And I know we're not alone. And if you've had that experience, man, I am so sorry because it really sucks. And if you have had those experiences, I hope you have ways of getting through it and really working it out rather than just holding on to it. Um, just the other day, I heard another person talk about how they'd been raped as a teenager or a young adult and never told anybody about it. It's like, oh my God, talk about a trauma. Oof. Anyway, so yeah. Uh yeah. So Lindsay says, yeah, oh my, that's awful. I hope his wife was okay. It's her wife. But yeah, and Dave checked in with them and they've got each other and they're working through it. But yeah, really, really, really rough. It's a good way to bring up all of your shit into the forefront. And if you don't have a way of working through your shit, well, that's what breaks my heart, and that's why I'm writing my book. That's right, drink. Okay, that's okay, Laura. She said, "I'm sorry I missed the beginning of that. You are absolved of your sin." Okay, Laura, let's find your seam thong. Seam thongs here on Magic Monday. Here we go. This is for you, Laura, in a second.
Laura, it's Laura, and Laura is here. Hi, Laura.
That is what one might call really good stuff. Um, and Blanca says, I like your channel because it helps me get through similar experiences. Oh, thanks, Blanca. Yeah, well, that's why I'm doing it. So thank you for the validation and the support. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and you're welcome, Laura. Okay, oh, as advertised, so my word of the year is compassion. My word of my life, let's just say that. I'm just gonna, well, we'll go for the year first and we'll see. But really, I think that's just a good word to have as something in the background to like try to train myself to remember compassion, because we really are going through it. And sometimes we get triggered and go off on people. Hi, Shannon. We'll be with you in one moment, but I see it's 11:11, at least on the West Coast. And let's find something pretty to look at. Okay, maybe not pretty, but Dave and I, shortly before we went to the county clerk's office to be married by Dorleen White in our marriage ceremony. Okay, so that being said, not pick a chakra. Sorry, I'm ahead of myself as always. This is a good time to make a wish. Magical time 11:11. Here we go. Okay. All right. So, Shannon, here is your award-winning award-winning theme song. Yeah, it's amazing how many I have of these. Because different people have like, kind of come and go to my show over the last going on 3 years. Is that right? Wow. But here you go, Dr. Shannon.
Shannon, Shannon, Shannon is here. Hey, Dr. Shannon.
Oh, that is such good stuff. Anyway. Oh, okay. So the word, and Shannon says she loves it. You are too kind, Shannon. Yeah, so what was I going to say? So the word that I use my pendulum for shortly before the show today is for the week, for whoever wants it, is delight. So I take that as finding delight where you can. There's a lot of negative things to focus on, and and sometimes we kind of have to focus on that stuff, at least to, I don't know, stay safe or stay on the know. But a lot of it we really don't need to know. There's a lot of things that I hear that if I never heard that, I would live my life just fine. I can't be involved in all of the bad stuff happening. And all any of us can really do, other than be there for each other, is to really look at our own stuff. And as we heal our own stuff, that affects all of us because spoiler, we're actually all one. So, and I just made that up and no one else has ever said that. Yeah, anyway, yeah. So, but the word that came up for the group for the week is delight. So find delight in the places you can, and yeah, focus on the good stuff. Abraham talks about, when you're feeling out of sorts or not like yourself, meaning not love and light. Um, Abraham talks about just reaching for the next best feeling thought and continue to go for thinking of the next best feeling thought. Wow, words are not coming. Yeah. Whew. But boy, is that a challenge sometimes. I know when I'm in the thick of it, sometimes I'm just like, I just want to feel mad. Sometimes it almost feels good to feel mad. But the trick is to not get stuck there. Anyway, yeah. So that being said, let's see if Coop has any words of wisdom. But first, let's go ahead and let's just hand over whichever chakra is your favorite. Hand over your favorite chakra and repeat after me. The universe isn't a conspiracy for my happiness. The universe always has my back. Therefore, If it's happening to me, it's happening for me. So, when the shit hits the fan, when things aren't feeling so great, what is the universe bringing to my attention for my highest growth, healing, and happiness? Because just to repeat, the universe always has my back. Whew. And I really have trained myself. My eyebrow looks weird. Okay, not important. So I've really trained myself to, even in the worst of times, that's where I go to, like, oh shit, okay. Including when that man was going off on me, which was really spectacular for me. Yeah, yay me. Try not to hurt myself. Um, yeah, and I really need a new Rumi poem. Um, but we're going to do this one again because I think it's a great thing to remember. The take home point, spoiler, is make room for all of it. Allow all of it to flow through you and not get stuck anywhere. So, The Guest House by Rumi. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture, still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. Testify. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes because each has been sent as a guide from above. Rumi is the best, and there's always room for Rumi. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, so as advertised, let's bring Koop on to see Koop on. That has to be a new sponsor. Oh, I didn't even think about a sponsor this week. But erectile dysfunction, that's always a good one. The old standby. If your lizard's limp and if your iguana don't wanna, contact erectile dysfunction for all of your cold-blooded pet needs. Okay, that being said, here we go.
Ooh, ooh, we're catching up with Koop. We're catching up with Koop.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Kupris, you're on.
Hello, my friend. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday to you too.
Yeah, well, it's kind of dark. It's dark. Yeah, it's not a very sunny day, and I don't have good lighting in here, so I do look a little dim. But
I'm ready for some sunny days, personally. It's been raining a lot. Has it been raining up there?
yeah, for a few days now, since Saturday or Friday, maybe I don't know. But yeah, we've had way more than an inch the last couple of days, so yeah, it's gonna keep on going. There's gonna be a couple of days break, and then it's gonna rain again for next weekend. So. But it didn't, and we had all those storms, and then it didn't rain for almost a month. And I was thinking maybe that's it. So I'm kind of relieved to get the rain. So
Well, it's great to have the rain, and lazy me doesn't have to go out and water the plants, so that's nice.
right, yeah, because our
One
sprinklers
less
are
thing.
broken right now. So yeah, it's a. I've been hand watering the plants in my little front yard, and yeah, now I don't have to. So
One
and
less thing.
no, actually, hey, I don't know if I told you. So I opened with Happy Monday. I can't really believe that actually because when I first started living with Cheryl before we were married, like our very first Monday together, she woke up and she was always chipper in the morning and happy to go to work, and I was like, the exact opposite. And so she started with Happy Monday, and it actually made me angry. What have I got myself into? What kind of person says Happy Monday? So,
Yeah,
well, me now apparently. 'Cause, I mean, it's something I didn't plan, but
I know, right?
it's been a good Monday, and only because I finally got to the gym today, and it always amazes me how I don't really notice it when like last week I was really sick. I had a cold, my nose was running and cough and body aches for like the whole week, and I didn't go. I kind of felt kind of like, even though not just related to my physical condition, but no, I felt kind of just blah and like not having the energy to do stuff. And
Yeah.
um, but no, I finally got today when we walked the dogs and went to the gym, and now I feel great and everything's right with the world again. So
Oh, good.
yeah,
Well, yay you.
yeah. So
And you when you said what Cheryl used to say and it used to piss you off or be irritating, when I worked for the county, in my early 20s, And there was, how dare you? Are you telling me to shut up? Just kidding.
No.
I was in my early 20s and working for the welfare department and kind of fucking miserable in my job. I was good at it, but miserable nonetheless. I know it's hard to imagine being miserable working in welfare, because it sounds so yeah, exotic and glamorous. But yeah, but there was this one supervisor, Orville. And he would come in and he would be, good morning. Oh, isn't it a great morning? And blah, blah, blah. And then he'd come and give unsolicited shoulder rubs.
Ooh.
I doubt he was doing that to the dudes. Anyway, and it would just irritate the fuck out of me. It's like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. And he'd walk around with his mug of coffee. Come to find out later, he had alcohol in it. So it was a good morning for him.
Yeah, it's easy to be happy when you're.
Yeah.
Lit, right? So.
Yeah. They don't call it happy juice for nothing. So, and he was, as I may have mentioned in the past, but who cares? He once, of course, he was older than me and my coworker in our early 20s. And he called us into his office, closed the door, and he proceeded to tell us how at his former bureau, he had one of his workers, I guess, under him, literally, like was under his desk giving him a blowjob. And it was one of those desks where the front of it, you could pretty much be hidden.
Yeah.
And then somebody came in and while he's getting a Hummer from his subordinate. And it's like, I still wonder, like, dude, were you looking for one of us to do it?
I think he was trying to gauge your reaction. Yeah.
I don't think he got anywhere with
This
that.
is a great idea. Sign me up.
Wow. Can we both climb under there right now and do that for you? Yeah.
I mean, how inappropriate. Oh, that's bad. Why
Yeah.
would he tell that? Why did he say that to you? Yeah.
I know, right?
Well, I guess, I mean, yeah.
He's like, well, he didn't say this, but like, I give you shoulder rubs. I'm all for a shoulder rub. And I've been a drunk, like rub my legs. Like I've been in a few weird situations. Oh, one was the red light district party with Sigma Chi back in the day. And I was dressed like a prostitute. Oh yeah, red light district. So people came as prostitutes and pimps, etc.
Yes.
And being so drunk, and just hanging out. I don't know where we were, some sketchy place in the middle of fucking nowhere in West Sac, maybe.
Yes.
And come up these dark stairs up to the party. And I'm like on the dark stairs and I was wearing uncomfortable boots. And I guess I took it off. And this rando man just comes walking up the stairs and starts rubbing my legs. And I'm just like, okay. And yeah, I was all for it. And then Sadie comes and like, she's done it many times and like, scurried him away.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm back. Let's get back to business here. So first of all, Art and Erica of my beautiful theme song creation. Oh, I didn't even mean to highlight that one. Unsolicited blowjob.
I mean, you can't really call it unsolicited if he's trying to solicit you without actually asking, right? So I don't know if you can call that unsolicited.
What I meant to highlight is, hey, Koop, happy Monday, everyone. Not unsolicited blowjob, but that's even better. Yeah, so first of all, let's get to their theme song. Here we go.
Art and Erica, Erica and Art. Thank you for joining us, doing your part. Yeah.
Wow. That was actually kind of perfect.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so let's see what Laura's saying. Oh my God, no way. What a crazy, creepy boss. Luckily, he wasn't my boss. My boss was amazing. My boss did my work when I went on a cruise, and instead of leaving it up to the other workers to do my work, which they didn't, my boss did my work because he said a happy Colleen is a productive Colleen. I love that man so much. I think I expressed my love for him too much because I think his wife hated me. Yeah. Anyway, because I was paying too much attention to her husband. I understand. Yeah. He was trying to gauge what he could get away with. Sketch, yes, sketch indeed. Yeah. And Laura says, reminds me of the Office Space movie when that one lady says, "Oh, looks like somebody has a case of the Mondays."
Right.
Please, no, don't talk to me yet. Exactly. And especially being in a job that was, well, when I left my job to go to chiropractic school many years later, kind of my tagline was, "This is killing my soul." Yeah. But Sadie works there and it's not killing her soul. So everybody has their own experience, and I was meant for different things anyway. So, and that being said, yeah. So anything interesting this week, Coop?
No, I really just I laid low, and
Yeah, I guess I did too.
we went took a bunch of naps, and yeah, didn't. I brushed my teeth. I,
Oh, I did that too.
I didn't go to the mailbox. You know, I have Amazon Fresh bring me my food. So yeah, it was really low energy. So I'm kind of looking forward to. I haven't been shooting in a while. So yeah, I want to get out and do some stuff, and I haven't had a haircut in a couple of months. I need to do that. So yeah, no. So I've been feeling this, kind of sort of stuck. I mean, yeah, physically and that mentally too. So yeah, no, for some reason I'm really looking forward to March. I've been waiting for the end of February. I don't know why, but now we're here. So luckily it's a short month.
Yeah, the last day of the month, right?
Tomorrow.
You know what I just realized as you were talking, as you mentioned, you need a haircut. I was thinking, like, gosh, your beard looks really nicely trimmed, and I suddenly realized or remembered, like, oh, remember when it was gonna the big
beard
question?
Beard.
Beard.
Well, I decided I like the beard. I decided it gives me
I like it a lot.
A little bit of dignity. Treat me age appropriately.
Yeah, I think it looks great. Yeah. And well, I was going to ask you a question, but maybe that's too personal, so I'll ask you later.
Okay.
Well, unless you have.
Oh, just to react to some of the things you're saying. Anger. There is power in anger, in being, and so that's part of the attraction. It's a slippery slope, and so I can't remember Yoda's exact quote. Like, fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to the dark side. It like my dad's a perfect example. He's a lot of times he's used anger. He's made himself angry about things. Usually, anger is it's a reaction to being hurt. So kind of like he gets angry a lot to motivate himself and give himself power to,
like, on purpose.
He has to on purpose, yes. But then also along with that, I think comes a victim attitude too. It's like because everybody out there is letting him down, and he gets himself angry and then believes what he got himself angry about. So it's a double-edged sword, and
Yowza.
I really don't recommend it. So yeah, I mean, but in certain times and places, yeah, a little bit of righteous anger can be a source of power for sure. So,
well,
but yeah,
I'm sure I've mentioned a million times, but and it's in the book. Drink. But often I've had a lot of magic come from looking at what was behind my anger. Yeah. And it's interesting. Dave just realized, I couldn't tell you how he came to realize this, but he's just realizing recently. I think as we're like looking into the Enneagram, which is just another way of understanding yourself more. So many systems. But he realized that he actually has a lot of anger in him. And I'm like, oh, Muffin, you're just learning that? But then I realized, and it's in my book, it's called Anger in My Kidneys. I think, I don't know, who cares? Who cares? I don't have the brain space. But I was really surprised at that I had so much anger in me. Like, how did I not know this? Because I'm pretty quick to anger, maybe a little bit better than I used to be, but I don't know.
yeah.
But I've had some really magical things happen as a result of getting in touch with my anger that I didn't know was there. Because if you don't know it's there, I mean, it's still lurking in the background and gets triggered and bleh.
Yeah, and there's a relationship between anger and hurt, having been hurt, in some way. So yeah, usually anger is a sign of being triggered a lot of times. It has brought something up that reminds you of being hurt, and that makes you angry
or unsafe. Like like sometimes if I'm cut off in traffic or something, and really trying to learn to be
It could hurt you. It
quick
could
to
hurt
forgive and hesitant to lash out or react. But my first thing is anger. And behind that is I'm feeling threatened. My life is feeling threatened because you could have hit me and killed me.
you.
Um, yeah. How has it already been a half hour? Oh my God. That's amazing. Yeah. So, all right. Well, unless you have something brilliant to say, no
Um,
pressure.
no, I have some Joseph Campbell quotes on compassion, but I think we can say that for another time.
Do you have it handy?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, bring it up.
You're talking about how you mentioned a little bit about compassion today, but we talked about how highly he thought of compassion, what it meant. Let's see, what can we say? He was sort of famous. He did a big article, not article, but he studied the Holy Grail, the Grail legends a lot. And to him, the key to the Grail was compassion. Compassion actually, one of its meanings is to suffer with, feeling another's sorrow as if it were your own. The one who finds the dynamo of compassion is the one who's found the Grail. So that's a good thing to have. The principle of compassion is that which converts disillusionment into participatory companionship. This is the basic love, the charity that turns a critic into a living human being who has something to give to as well as demand of the world. Um, I think of compassion as the fundamental religious experience, and unless that is there, you have nothing. And we need one more. The purpose of the journey is compassion. When you have come past the pairs of opposites, you've reached compassion. You're talking about how we're all one, and the duality of the universe really is a manifestation of its unity. You can't have one without the other. And so yeah, maybe you can move past the pairs of opposites and not recognize the separation between you and I and any other human being or any other sentient creature. Then you have compassion. So
Yeah. And a close cousin to compassion is empathy. Um, yeah, and I think those are the two things that I see as lacking um,
yeah,
in a
see,
lot of people. It's like they don't put themselves in the position of like what it must feel like to be homeless or whatever the proper term is now, or what it must feel like to have a mental illness or, you know, we're all human and we all have our struggles. And I think a lot of people have to go through some big shit to be awakened to that. To like, oh shit, okay. Like
yeah.
we're all going through something.
The lack of empathy is that's a sign of like a sociopath, right? Or like I don't know the
Yeah.
exact term for it, but yeah, that's a fundamental part of being human. And so a lot of humans, I don't think are really not having a very human life experience. They really are more like they're living like animals. Really, they don't have a sense of the connection, and so I don't know. That's really
I
sad, I
think
guess.
that's an insult to animals because I think animals know what's happening.
Yeah, well, I wonder how all people they turn off their empathy because they just don't. Some people can't feel it. They don't like it would be too sad for that. They couldn't continue on with their
Yeah.
daily lives the way they are if they let themselves be put in the place of the people that they're
Yeah.
surrounded by. So
Wah, wah. All right. Well, how about we do some energy work
okay,
before my long day of energy work? So, yeah. Okay. Let's do a little grounding. Uh, let's pick a chakra, any chakra. I'm gonna go with my heart today. And what's green, right? I always have to go with that rainbow up my chakras to figure it out. Anyway, like I'm the only one. Okay, so pick a chakra and let's expand, 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 expand that beautiful light out, out, out from our heart centers out into the far reaches of the universe, sharing our heart-centered energy with everybody, with all things, even the things and the people we don't like or agree with. We're all part of it. Okay, let's send some of that energy down into beautiful Gaia, Mother Earth, and bring up some of her beautiful, nourishing energy grounding energy. And we're going to also open up our crown chakras and allow in the cosmic energy to meet up with Gaia energy so we form an interface between heaven and earth. Okay, so let's put out the shout out. Any dead people that are stuck and stuck souls that need an exit strategy to the light and to their next step. Yeah, it's funny. What just went through my head is like, what if little me at like 7 could see me now and hear what I'm saying? Like, how would that have landed? Like, or me at 25? No. Yeah. Anyway, so any dead people that are ready, and this is, oh, and hey, everybody who's watching in the future. Sorry I didn't greet you. Yeah, just because I'm feeling right now. But anyway, but this invitation for dead people to have an exit strategy to the light. If you don't need anything extra than that, I invite you to take advantage of this now. So are there any dead people that are ready to move on to the light? Yep. Is Jesus our best escort? Yep. Jesus, are you ready? Yep. Okay. Give us a moment. Say goodbye to your little friends. And I probably mention it all the time, but if you're interested in learning how to locate and release dead people, if that's something that appeals to you, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I do attempt to teach it in my book, and I have a video about it on my website that I made a long time ago. It's a really handy skill, especially if you're sensitive and you start not feeling like yourself. It's really handy to check in and go, oh, I have a dead person with me, clear them, and then check in and see how you feel. Because some of us feel other people's stuff. And it's really valuable to start learning who's, is this really my stuff that I need to look at? Or is this something else in the world or somebody else that just needs a little assistance to get out? Anywho, that being said, so Jesus, do we successfully take these? Thanks for the validation, dog of Koop. Yes, so that's a yes. Okay, so is there something energetic we can do for the group today? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. This is in column B. No. This is in an odd numbered row. No. This is in row 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10. Okay, atrophied emotions. So said it a million, but I'll say it again. So what that means to me is an emotion that whoever this applies to, an emotion that, something happens in our lives and then that emotion kind of gets stuck or and then kind of atrophies. Just like if you don't use a muscle, it's going to atrophy and be less usable. And you really want the entire palette of your emotions available to be felt, even the negative ones, especially the negative ones. I mean, you want to be able to feel everything because they're indicators. They're not just these random, like, oh, I don't want to feel this. Well, it's a signal. It's a signal to either look at something or be aware of something, duh, or not duh to a lot of people, because a lot of people do not appreciate their emotions. They do not think that their feelings matter. And some even go so far as to try to shame you for being so sensitive, as if that was a bad thing. Yeah. Anyway, so let's see what this atrophied emotion is, and let's bring it back to life and usability. So this atrophied emotion is a negative emotion. No, this is a positive emotion. Fun. Okay, it's a positive. This is on my positive chart. Yes. Which I am including in my book for anybody who cares. Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because I'm so used to these things. I'm like, does anybody care about this shit? But man, I know there are people who care because people have been begging me to teach what I do for, I don't know, like 15 years. Yeah. So this positive emotion that we're going to deatrophy is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3. Okay. So feeling stable. Yeah. I will be the first to admit I don't always feel stable. I feel a lot more stable since I understand myself more, and have ways of clearing myself. Uh, but yeah, it's hard when you're sensitive. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Yeah.
I have to
So,
remind Bria
okay.
of that. I have to remind Bria. Yeah,
Say that again.
I have to remind Bria of that. That sometimes she
How
says,
come I can hardly hear you? Probably because the heater's going right now, and it's like. Say that again.
that's why I have to remind Bria.
Mm.
And I'll be talking to her. She said, "I'm just feeling out of sorts today. I mean, I have to remember, it's you might not be you that you're feeling. Those feelings aren't really
Good
yours."
job, Dad.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
and
she's a sensitive. She's one of us. So, um, what year is she in school now? Is she a sophomore?
yes,
So later this year, she's already going to be a junior.
yep. Yeah. I guess
Wow.
she'll be done with her for
Wow.
She's majoring in psychology and something else. I can't remember what.
Probably badassery.
A minor in something. I don't know. Anyway, so,
Oh,
but yeah,
cool.
because she wants to help people and
Of
herself.
course she does because she's sensitive and she's amazing.
Yeah,
Please tell her I say hi.
I will.
Yeah, I think about her and sending her a message, but I always just feel weird. I think about a lot of people a lot of the time, and I always feel like a weirdo if I just reach out, especially if it's somebody who's been my client. I'm always afraid they're going to be, and I'm always assured that's not the case, but I always feel like people are going to be like, oh, am I fishing for business or something? I don't know what that is. I should probably look at it. So many things to look at.
And I think Bria feels the same way. She doesn't want to like bother you or
Yeah,
she's fishing for free help or something like that. So yeah,
yeah, okay, it's a disease. Well, if you ever think of it, please assure her that I will not take it as such. And if she ever does want some help, then do we consider her a grown ass person yet? Um,
I do. Yeah, she's getting her own tattoos and
yeah, well,
yeah, she's got a serious boyfriend and all that. So yeah.
yeah. Is she still with the same boyfriend?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, good. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Well, please, if you think of it, tell her that she's always welcome to reach out. And if she does want some assistance, to let me know.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get to this stability. This atrophied energy of stability is ready to be brought back to life for whoever needs it in the group watching now or in the future. Yep. Okay. Sometimes it needs a lot of help, but apparently this is not one of those times. So we're going to use a bypass circuitry to disrupt this pattern for whoever needs it. Yep. And bypass circuitries, just a reminder, these are handled by Mother Earth Gaia, and they are, that's right, pattern disruptors. I use this chart for all kinds of things and Gaia's help. And yes, that is in the drink book. Yeah. So this bypass circuitries in column A, yes. In an odd numbered row, no. In row 2, 4. Okay, our winner is emotional autonomy. Okay, so Gaia, are you ready to facilitate the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this atrophied energy of uh, stability for the group watching now or in the future? Yep, this is safe and appropriate from the light for everybody. Yep. Are we ready? We are. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes and hold space for Gaia to do her thing. And then I'm going to open my eyes while she's doing her thing. And play my theme song because I can, because I love it so much. And Erica and Art, if I texted you every time I have appreciation for my song, your phone would be lighting up all day, every day. So I do.
You're magic, magic. We're magic.
Oh my gosh.
Magic Mondays with Colleen.
Oh. Sometimes I use this as an alarm for myself, like if I'm cooking or something. I just love it so much. Anyway, so let's check in with Gaia and see if she's disrupted that pattern. So Gaia, have you successfully facilitated the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this atrophied energy of stability for whoever needs it, watching now or in the future? Yep. Thanks, Gaia. You're awesome. Okay, so we're complete with this this emotion of stability. We are. Is there something else to do for the group today? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yeah. This is in column A. Uh-huh. In an odd numbered row. Nope. In row 2. 4. Okay, so 2 takes us to stuck emotional energy. Okay, and that's right. This chart is included in my book, will be included in my book as well. For whoever wants to take advantage of the my attempt to teach some beginning energy work. Yeah. Okay, so this trapped emotions in column A, yes. Column B, column C, no. Okay, column A in an odd numbered row, no. In row 2, 4, 6. Our winner is betrayal. Dun, dun, dun. So this energy of betrayal, we're holding this throughout our entire beings. Yep. If you're holding it throughout your entire being, you're probably a magic person and you've had some serious shit happen to you in past lives. Not necessarily, but if you're sensitive, probably. Okay. Or at least that's been my experience working with a lot of people over the years. So, okay. But whatever form of betrayal you have, it's safe and appropriate to clear this energy of betrayal now for whoever needs it, watching now or in the future. Yes. Okay. It's safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? We are. Okay. So we're sending all of this energy, this vibration, and this frequency of betrayal that's lurking in the background for a lot of us. We're sending all of that energy to the light. Smell you later. Thanks, Shannon. We're sending it all to the light. And in this space, once occupied by this vibration of old betrayal, we're going to fill ourselves up with energy of forgiveness, compassion, energy of relief, lots and lots and lots of light and love, safety, security, stability, and peace, calm, and serenity. All right. So have we successfully cleared this energy of betrayal for the group? Yep. Okay. Is there another trapped emotion to look at while we're here? No. Is there something else to do for the group? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. My answer is getting tiny. This is on my master menu. Yeah. This is in column A. No. Column B. Yeah. In an odd numbered row. Yep. In row 1. No. 3. Okay. Okay, the ever popular shared chakra. So what that means to me is, yeah, shared energy, shared chakra energy, or entangled, I can do this, entangled energy with somebody else. And it's never a good thing. When it shows up as a shared chakra, it's never like, oh, that's so romantic. No, it's gross. And if I always like to use the example, everyone knows how much I love my husband. And if I have a shared chakra with him, I'd say, get that shit out of me now. Give me back my energy, give him back his energy, because it's not meant to be entangled. Having a connection is very different. Okay, so the shared chakra for the group is shared first chakra. Nope. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Ooh, third eye. Okay, so it's safe and appropriate to separate our third eye chakras now with whoever we have them with. No. Okay. Is there something blocking us from doing this? Yeah. This is some technology that's in our way? No. Is this a negative portal? Okay. All right. Let's go to my extensive negative portal system, which I have not put in my book because ain't nobody got time for that. I'm trying to keep it really simple. It's still complicated enough being really simple. Anyway, so this is a dimensional spiral portal. Ooh, okay. So dimensional spiral portals, those are the words that resonate. That's the way they are gotten rid of or out of our experience. And these are handled by my team of 4, Ganesh, Archangel Michael, Merlin, and who I still playfully call Homeopatric, who used to come from the dark. He was kind of like the narc that could get the good guys into the dark places to get rid of these gnarly portals. But now he comes from the light. Yeah. Anyway, that's a whole story which I've told many times, and who cares? So, okay. So there's many categories, subcategories of this. So bear with me. So this is in the Black Spell Portal category. No. In the special category. No. Others. No. Occult and wizardry. Yes. Okay. Let's get the name of the portal. This is in column A. No. Column B. No. Column C. Yes. In an odd numbered row. No. In row 2. Yes. Okay. So this one's called allowing alchemy, or since it's a negative portal, not allowing alchemy. Yeah. Okay. So it's we're ready and it's safe and appropriate to go ahead and dimensionally spiral this out of our experience. Whoever needs it, yep. And to have, so we have clearance to clear this shared chakra that we have. Okay. So we're ready. Yes. And team of 4, are you ready? And you all come from the light and you're here for our highest good and well-being. Yep. Are we ready to do this? Yep. Okay. Give us a moment. Okay. So, team, have we successfully dimensionally spiraled this allowing alchemy negative portal out of our experience? Yes. Thanks, guys. Okay. So, do we have permission? We have permission to separate our third eye chakras from whoever they are entangled with. Yes. This is safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? We are. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay. Have we successfully separated our third eye or sixth chakras from whoever they're entangled or were entangled with? Yes. Okay. So is there anything else to do for the group today? I get a no. Let's just make sure. My name is Colleen. Yes. Okay. So we're going to leave it at that. Any parting words of wisdom or otherwise, Koop?
Just I know it's hard sometimes, like you said. I mean, it's counterintuitive sometimes, but yeah, if we could just all bring a little bit more compassion into our lives, react a little less stringently, less readily, and think about it more. Even just a little bit. If everybody can do a little bit, the world will be so much better. So
yeah, just remember, we're all going through something, whether it's super in our face at the moment or not. Like, we're being human. There's a lot to it,
yeah.
and yeah, life has felt very complicated lately.
Everybody's doing their best, no matter, even sometimes it's really, really bad. It's still their best. They're really. I mean, people are really fucked up sometimes. So,
and just keep in mind, some people are just looking, like, not necessarily consciously, but they're just so ready to pop, like, and they might pop near you. I hope not, but having been on the receiving end of that recently, yeah, just immediately I was reminded that, yeah, we're all really going through it.
I think it personally, if you can, if they let you. So
yeah. So anyway, if I can be of any assistance to anybody, you can check out my website, energyhealingwithcolleen.com. Yeah, and even if you're not sure you need a session and you just want to chat for a second, we can always do that. You can contact me on my website. That's really the best place to do it. Unfortunately, I've been finding messages or birthday wishes from earlier this month that I just found on Facebook. Like, it's like, I don't know about you, but I have like a gazillion ways, like way too many ways or places to get messages from people. Like, there's, what is it, Signal and Telegram, and of course Messenger. But there's Messenger on Energy Healing with Colleen, but there's also Messenger on Colleen McCann Facebook. It's like, and sometimes I don't get all the messages.
So I like that idea. Ryan had on The Office. He had woof. It would like you send a message.
I could use
email you, text you, phone call you, fax you. If you have post one place and have it go everywhere, and have it get all your messages and bring it in one place, that'd be great.
You're right. Woof. You are absolutely right. And let's just wrap it up with Yvonne saying it best.
Here we go.
Heart, heart, heart.
Thanks, Yvonne.
So thank you for watching. Hit like if you would. It's amazing how few likes I get, but never as many as how many people watch. And yeah.
Right.
Anyway, it's not a big deal, but I feel like just being in the modern world of social media, I'll try to remind people, click like if you could, because it might inspire somebody else to check it out who needs it. And if you know of anybody who could be helped by some energy work or this amazing show, please let them know. Send them a link. Yeah, but it all comes down to this. I love and appreciate every single person who ever watches or doesn't watch, because we're really all in this together. And if this is of any help to you ever, good. I hope so. And I feel better. I feel a little bit more alive than I did a few minutes ago, or an hour ago. And I just really appreciate all of you. And I really appreciate you too, Koop. I hope you know that. Yeah. And yeah, I love you all. And see you next week, I hope.
Yeah, thanks for being here, everybody.
Thanks. Okay, everyone. I'm going to end the broadcast with my song. Here we go. Here we go. And here we go. Bye, everyone.